City of Perth introducing ticketless parking.
Ticketless parking?
Ticketless parking, so license plate recognition. So now there's no taking the chance on whether you get a ticket or not.
I reckon no. Every car park says we have automatic camera recognition, and I think they're making it up. I look around for cameras, and there's no cameras.
But now you won't have to buy a ticket. There'll be no stand to buy a ticket in some City of Perth parking lots.
Isn't that already a thing? Or are you just like
they're bringing it into the City of Perth?
So they're just way behind.
They are way behind. But have you ever taken on parking tickets?
Say I've got quite a lot.
What
do you do with them? Eat them?
Got to do something with them.
With the city, like
I
a
don't pay
city
them for sure,
or a local council?
They are. So I've got City of Perth is most of them. I've got Town of Cambridge.
You don't pay city ones.
You don't have
no, I have
no,
to
you do
in the
have
end.
to.
No,
you
you're
have to
right.
pay the
You're
city
right.
or local council ones.
Yes.
This is
But
what
not
I mean.
the Wilsons.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
not
have to
the
bring
Wilsons, which I think they disguise themselves as like PESAU to make themselves seem more official. But I received my first one during the week, and I'm a bit of a square when it comes to these sorts of things. So usually I just go ahead and pay it. Just tore it up. I tore it up.
Wilsons?
A Wilson one.
All right.
So, and I did look up.
Did you feel like a big guy like that?
I looked on Reddit and saw other people being big dogs as well.
Am I allowed to tear up my ticket?
I asked the internet before I did it, am I allowed to not pay Wilson? And they do say they have no legal obligation over you to make you pay. So I'm taking the risk. And they're not expensive fines either. They're $65.
Then why didn't you just pay it?
Because I don't want to pay $65
It's
still.
the pointsable.
$80
Oh, okay.
Hang on, nerd. When we had a nerd on the podcast.
I didn't actually pay for fuel for 2 years.
Yeah,
Introducing Alana from the City of Perth.
Yeah, thank you.
She's the parking inspector of the City of Perth.
It's my second job.
I want to get to the fuel thing in a minute.
Oh,
but
yeah, sorry.
I'm not going to pay for the
No, that's valid.
ticket, is what I'm going to say. So we'll track over there.
I'll bring my because I've got plenty of Wilson ones. Most of them are from Fremantle because they cover Gauge car park and all that.
Yeah, and you're a mad horse like that. You just like to go out and party. Okay.
That's yeah. What do they? I think they call it a legend.
And well, you have to leave,
legend like that. And
leave your car overnight
yeah.
because you don't drink.
I
drive.
drink beer sometimes.
Yeah.
You should just have a plaque in their office, just like King ticket.
Yeah, king of parking
getting
tickets. No, they said
Freo.
like I don't know because they start to get more and more official the more you wait, and then now like
You get actual letters, right? Like legal letters almost.
yeah, and then it's on behalf of. At first, it was directly from like Wilson. Now it's on behalf of
So they're
Wilson.
debt collectors now.
Yeah,
But
something
they
like that.
can't do anything.
No, I don't think. They can
They
take you to
just-
court eventually about the contract. This is what I've read on Reddit
Yeah, okay.
about the contract breach that you've apparently committed.
And Reddit is reliable.
But exactly. And so
Especially Perth Reddit.
they won't take you to court officially because it's just too much time and money for them. You run away from paying fuel by accident? Or
I
have you
went
paid
down
it?
south
Yeah.
and there's what's that one? I forgot it's like in Pinjarra, the petrol station.
Okay.
Anyway, I forgot to pay because I went in and like fanged a Zambreros and then just left because I was in a rush.
So you got fuel.
I got fuel and then moved my car to go
get
get
Zambreros,
Zambreros
yeah.
and just forgot to pay. And then like I went to whatever the petrol station is in Perth later and then my number plate pinged red. And it was like,
do not serve this person?
well, no, they were like, oh, you just have to go online and pay. And I didn't believe them from like a bar or
thought
so.
it was
I was
a
like, this
scam.
guy's full of shit. Went on the website and it said I owed like $90. And I just refused to pay it because I was like, they're charging, my fuel was $50 and they charge you $40 fee on
for
top.
a runoff
But it
fee.
has nothing to do with the actual petrol station. It's like the company, the fuel services recovery.
So the fuel
they-
company have gone, hey, this person's run off.
Yeah.
Here's their number plate.
Yes.
Please get us our money.
Correct.
And then they charge a $40 fee.
And I
to
was-
you.
Well
Yeah.
back in
I was
the chain.
just-
Like the letters come from the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
They're asking. They're
Floated
asking for the
down
money.
and I was like, this is bullshit.
So you just never paid.
I didn't want to pay it, and I didn't go to the fuel stations for like almost 2 years. And I thought I'd
2 years.
Yeah,
So those specific fuel stations, because you have to
I
get fuel
avoided
somehow.
them, and there were some points where they were the only ones around. And
You just pushed your car to the next one.
I was like, I started walking everywhere.
So 2 out of the 3 people on this podcast are criminals.
Yeah.
I'll be one soon once I commit to not paying this parking.
No, I
fine.
think. Well, you just don't go there.
I've
It's
breached the
still under
contract.
investigation, Seb.
At the
Your
moment.
criminal record could actually bulge
You
quite
might pay it
seriously
in
soon.
6 months. You might feel
I'm
something.
not paying it.
Okay.
Welcome to the Way I Work podcast. This is WA delivered differently. Ronan Fitzgerald, Seb Clark, Alana Fernandez, Travis. I've actually never said your name out loud before
it's a
because I
lot.
found it too
I agree.
complicated.
I know.
Is it Travers or Travis? Travis, like a bloke's name.
Yeah. Yeah, just a tack on.
I thought you pronounced it.
No, just Travis.
Okay.
Yeah.
How good was BunVegas, Seb?
BunVegas was honestly a lot more fun than I thought we'd have.
We had to make it. You
to
make
be
your
fair.
own fun.
Yeah, exactly. And, I don't rag on regional places because I was born in one, being Kalgoorlie. But it did remind me a lot of Kalgoorlie, to be honest. I didn't expect that because I thought Bunbury, by the coast. But just the people and the vibe, for only being 2 hours outside of Perth, it felt like a true regional town when I feel like Bunbury, somewhat, is nearly just a suburb of Perth because it's pretty close and our urban sprawl, etc., is so large.
It was pretty. The streets were pretty desolate for Friday night.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just the people inside it. It just made it feel like a regional town.
Have you been there before? Bunbury?
Not really in a
okay.
proper
Only,
sense
through
of going
it,
Yeah,
out.
you always go to
Yeah.
Dunsborough.
Yeah.
But then they built the new bypass, and then you don't even have to go to Bunbury.
Got to check it out. Got to check out the roads.
But Bunbury overall, very positive place, I feel. The Rose was their main pub. You'd say that, right?
The Rose was the main pub. Yeah, there was, and they brought a DJ out.
And it's a nice
the
pub.
DJ was.
Who was on the dance floor?
Who was on the dance floor? There were some people. The people on the dance floor will go down as some of the people of all time.
Great.
The DJ was no one big. It was like Fisher or like Fred again or someone.
Sick.
Nothing.
What was his name? It was like
nothing too-
DJ Funk with a PH or
Funk.
something?
DJ.
I can't remember, but clearly
DJ
it
It was
wasn't.
a famous one.
And he
it
wasn't
was a
too
big one.
bad. But they closed at what, 12?
11.
11 was it? Yeah,
Yeah.
See, that felt early to me at that time.
I did get a comment though saying that no one really goes into the town because the pubs in like suburbia are actually really good.
Oh, they're nicer, are they?
Yeah.
There's suburbia Bunbury.
Yeah, what's,
if you
what's
go-
suburbia bum? What's
It's just
around?
Farms.
It's just some bloke's
Yeah,
shed.
like DJ
Now
in the
you
shed
got.
with
We
the
were
sheep.
complimenting your shirt. It's very good this week. Lovely red shirt. Last week you were wearing something like shiny.
Silky.
You're wearing some cellophane on your body.
Needed
And a
sunglasses.
lady at the Rose was very complimentary.
We just walked in and she'd commented on my shirt of it being she hasn't seen a shirt like that in 40 years, I think she said. Which
It's just a white shirt.
it was just a white, but it was silky. It was nice.
you
We
would have
might get
seen
a-
it in the
Like
morning.
satin.
You,
No,
yeah,
I
you
don't
might
look
have
at him
seen
in
it.
the mornings.
You know, I reckon you would have. I wore it that
I'm
morning.
busy.
I did because
Sorry, I
another
missed
colleague.
it.
Yeah, you did. It's hard to miss too because
You
it was so
actually missed
shiny.
that I dyed my hair, so
I did actually.
Yeah,
That's a good
rough.
point. But the shirt was clearly an attention-seeking move by me, and the lady loved it, and she stuck with us for most of the night. To be honest,
Every time we went back to the Rose, it was as if she had just like, it was as if she'd seen Jesus. She's just like, oh my God, they're back.
well, I guess
All
you are
perf-
reflecting white.
mainly for I would have looked like Jesus. But there was a moment as well where it was just us three, and we were chatting about the footy, and unfortunately, a smell came over the area that smelt like a dead cat, and it wasn't me.
Allegedly, she shat herself.
It wasn't Fitzy. We think it may have been her
How old is she?
in her 50s.
Oh,
And we
Okay.
both eating the same thing. I wasn't gassy, so I believe the fact that Fitzy.
did you think it was
also
a
wouldn't have been.
fart-inducing meal? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, no, we ate the same thing.
We had the same thing, and I wasn't
What did
gassy.
she eat? The same
Well,
meal?
that's
we don't
what
know.
we're wondering.
Yeah, that's what
I
we
don't
are
know.
wondering after
Dirt?
what we smelled.
Seaweed? It was
Shocking.
bad.
It
Something
was
bad.
really bad.
It was something bad.
Did it smell like that bit on the freeway, that seaweed chunk?
Oh.
Have you been when you go, where is that? When you
There's
go
seaweed
towards
on the
the city.
freeway.
No, there's a spot when you go, it's like past Como, and you're driving towards the
South.
city, and it just,
south.
sorry,
I've
it's
never
just, it
ventured
just
down there.
stinks like seaweed.
Is there a south of Perth?
We went there over the weekend. To be
We
fair.
did.
Yeah,
We found out there was a
Bunbury.
river. Apparently there's a
Wow.
river and you can
Have
go
you
the
swum
other
in
way.
it?
In the river?
Yeah.
Multiple times actually.
Yeah, you have.
You
Most
love,
year.
love Perth.
Yeah.
Swim.
Yeah. Most recently after Fremantle lost to Geelong in round 1, Freo have not lost since I jumped in the river.
Stay out of the river, I reckon, because then you'll probably turn the bad luck the other way.
What if he goes in it and then it's double win? Like double the,
Just continue to win. Maybe you need to keep going back to the river.
yeah.
If they
the
lose,
river
then
is
go
the
back
place
to
of
the river.
luck.
Go back to the river
Yes.
and have a swim if they lose.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
they'll bounce back. Now we will get to the football. We did say the streets were desolate on the Friday, but they did fire up at one point. There was a bit of, I don't know if there was a bit of ganglands violence in Bunbury.
South versus North Bunbury.
South versus North, but like the South versus North year 10 cohort.
Oh, no.
Like
Well, how many people? There'd be 25 to 30 people on the street
in the
at
whole
this-
town. So then it was some percentage of that population.
Genuine fight. Bloke had gotten out his keys and wallet, and phone from his pocket, handed it to the bouncer, who I thought would be, refuting the fact that he was getting handed this man's stuff so this guy could go fight, but he just took the
Yeah, he was
man's
like, "Oh, no
personal
worries, mate."
belongings and said, "No worries, go do what you need to do." And they didn't really fight in the end, which is good. We don't want to see
So
violence,
what
clearly.
can you like?
We don't know what the fight was for.
You didn't see it.
The fight didn't really eventuate
Like
in
any
the end.
punches?
A man did attack a smaller man at one
shit.
stage, but it was argy-bargy stuff. It was probably stuff you would have seen on the footy field, to be honest, at an AFL ground.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
Fitzy?
Just a
I
bit
think
of like
that's comparable, yeah.
judo chop kind of thing. Nothing
It was just, I don't know, it was like a stare down and a bit of shouting, and it
My
was
favourite.
like if you come any closer, I'll do this and this, and then they
Oh,
got
yeah.
closer, and there's like, oh, if you get any closer, I'll do this and this,
And
And
then
he
the other
steps
man-
back.
And they're just-
Stop that.
face to face, and it was just like, all right,
The other man was backing away, but also giving the come here hands, which is bizarre
Walking
because he
backwards.
was walking backwards.
legend has it, he's still walking. Keep coming,
Come here.
keep coming.
Just a little closer.
God.
And then there was my bar, Fitzgerald's.
Oh, was it unreal?
Oh, it was up there.
Did you tell them at your last home?
I did. I built the thing. I built the whole pub.
I'm
I built
surprised.
the
Did you
pub.
go in there and go like, "Oh, it's my great uncle's pub"? or
Yeah, I
something?
walked in there. Oh, hey, boss. Good to see you.
At the start, it was free to get in, and then when
What time was that? Early.
I'd say 10, and then it started to get busier. And as we were leaving, we went in for 5 minutes on the first trip, and then came out after 5 minutes, and not even 5 minutes to be honest. We just saw it was dead and thought we'll come back here later.
Yeah, okay.
As we walked out, they asked us if we wanted a stamp, and I sort of laughed and went, "You're not getting that busy.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not getting a stamp." Anyway, we go back about 2 hours later. There's a little line,
Okay.
but we get up to the section. Now you have to pay if you don't have a stamp.
How much?
$20.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
not.
well,
Well,
yeah,
actually,
I guess
that is
that's
steep.
probably well, it feels
That's
steep.
steep
Was
for
it-
Bunbury.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I guess with supply and demand, the fact that there was actually absolutely nowhere else to go
Then you
meant
gotta
that,
pay.
meant
Yeah,
that you,
you
just
have
got
to
to
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah, okay.
But we did say, we were just here. Any chance, we can just go straight through? And the guy said directly to Fitzy, "If you walk through, I'm not going to do anything." And Fitzy went, yeah, and still stood there. And I said, "Fitzy,
Walk.
walk." And he went, "Oh, right. You could have been concussed then."
I might have. I was thinking that. I was like, I'm pretty slow in general. I might have just have a constant concussion.
So when did you get concussed?
Oh, last night. Just training.
Okay.
Just cop one right there. Just a shoulder. It was an accidental. It was just one of those things that happens. It was just one of those things. But I feel a little bit foggy today. If I'm a little bit slow, then we'll blame it on the concussion. But it's just sort of standard stuff. That's just about everything
Yeah,
from Bunbury.
we
There
gotta-
was another band. Karaoke.
Oh, karaoke.
Yeah,
we should
forget
mention that.
karaoke.
Okay.
That was probably the moment I realized this place is different. When we walked in and there was a heavy metal man singing real screamer. I'm gonna do my best impression, but he went wah, wah, like deep, deep, but also high, scratchy voice. My back is sore. That was more or less it for.
It's actually quite accurate.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. 5
Wow.
minutes, and it felt like longer.
I'm speechless.
We walked in, and then that was what greeted us. And I don't think at the time we knew if it was karaoke. I think it was like,
Yeah.
wait,
We
is this
thought it might-
actually just like this is
Oh,
their
like that's who
performance
they
for the
paid
night?
this bloke to be there. Maybe.
And we were about to pay to get back out. We were like, let us out. We can't be in here anymore.
Every song felt like it was a 10-minute song. There was a lot of them that we didn't even know. There was a song about Albany, which we think was the Albany in Scotland.
Oh.
It was inspirational. It was.
Did you shed a tear?
Albany, where the hills meet the sea. Something like that. It was quite good.
Did you go up there?
Yes.
you did.
Yes.
Okay, good.
For the
And?
Fremantle Football Club theme song.
Very good.
Which
Very
was
good
not met well.
reception.
Well, surely. Oh, okay.
I thought more people would sing along due to the fact
They're
that
all
more,
Eagles down there.
Oh, well, the Eagles
No, I'm saying like you said it wasn't received well. Is it because they like the Eagles better?
Oh, possibly, but I felt like there was going to be Fremantle fans, but not many people were singing
No,
along
a few
with you.
boos.
Yeah.
Rough.
Bit of heckling.
One
I did get courted by a lady who wanted to.
that's right,
Yes, she wanted to have a dance on the stage.
Was it the one that farted earlier? Or?
You did slowly back away from her as well, so I don't know why you're saying she was a
remember
nice
that
lady.
I'm giving credit. We're not gonna. We are pro WA, and she was a proud
She was a
Western,
nice
and she was
lady.
the only one who supported me singing the Fremantle song. So we went to the game the next day. We'll get onto that into the armchair experts,
Yep.
but. We got to get to the headlines. It's been a massive week, massive week in WA. None bigger than the arrival of One Nation's Pauline Hanson, one of the less sort of divisive figures in the country. Just got a welcome with open arms. No one had a problem with it, and she, I don't know what she spoke about.
Went straight to Midland too, which is an interesting decision. How many voters of One Nation would be in Midland of all places? You wouldn't be a venturer of Midland, would you?
I don't actually think I've been.
You
to
don't know
Midland.
where it is?
South.
Nah, it's east. Fitzy, you know it's east, but have you been to Midland much?
I don't choose to. Like,
No.
it's not like I get some spare time, and I think I'll probably go and have a look at the sights of Midland.
Like, there's Midland Gate, but I lived down the road from Midland Gate.
Yeah. Okay.
As a
I wish
sort of
Midland had a
14.
gate.
Out of there. One that doesn't let you back in. Just out. But it was an interesting decision. I think she went to the place where she supports people who are struggling with homes to get jobs. So that's the positive side of things. But a lot of support there for her. I can't believe she's second in the betting markets to become the next Prime Minister. Clearly,
What's she paying?
about $5.
It's pretty good.
The next best is then Angus Taylor, but clearly still Albo a short price favourite. But
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, she was seeing all about Perth in the end, and she was straight out after 2 days.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's few and far between when big politicians come over here. I think they forget that we're here.
I didn't realise it'd be such a big deal that Pauline would be here. I thought most politicians sort of did the rounds.
Yeah, headlined every
everywhere.
headlined every
But I think
news
because
section,
I guess it is like the fact that there's so many more people now rallying behind it.
Yeah.
Whereas I think before it was more of like
That's the
an
angle.
afterthought, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas now like everyone's like Pauline.
It's a good point. It's probably our first time here since the surge
Yeah.
in the polls this year.
Like now she's got legs, so it's like
Yeah.
she can get up.
She's got legs now. What happened to her legs before?
She grew legs. Now she can be the Prime Minister.
Liberals can win 2029, says Basil.
Basil says, yeah, well, I'm not sure if he's specifying they can win the whole election or just more than 7 seats like last time. I think it was 2 than one before. So they're building.
The only way is up, surely.
They're building. Yeah, Basil, look, I mean, you have to be ever the optimist. I do seem to remember, though, in that during the COVID one, the Mark McGowan landslide, about a week into the campaign, Zach Kirkup,
Gave up.
the leader at the time, just was like we just compete. It would be like Essendon playing Fremantle right now, and Dean Solomon just goes like, no, we can't win. I just want to rock up. I
Have
just
a crack.
Just have a crack. Just compete. Just
And it
be
is,
there.
that's like a lot of local teams as well who are down the bottom of the ladder in their local footy competitions, and the coach has resigned to the fact that they're coming up against the best team of the comp that week. They're not going to go that well, but hey, let's focus on what we can do right, and that is not fucking too much up.
I think it was the message that year was like, just don't give them too much power. Like, just shake them up a little bit.
Don't vote to them too much. Talk to your next person and go, if you're voting for them, then I'll vote for the Liberals.
Wehowever, they do have some things to address, the State Labor Party. This week is the prisons, and this is where we come. We've just turned into Parliament. Parliament is sitting, and we're going to solve some issues.
All right, go on.
On the run. So open Freo back up, as in the prison.
Do we need to do some work on it, or just kind of like put the people in and see what
so
happens?
for a bit of context, the Inspector of Custodial Services report, which I think must be like independent from the government, 3 prisons, that's Hakea, Casuarina and Melaleuca.
And how many have you been to?
So I'm getting on the tour. I've got just the 2 of them so far out of those 3, but that's because Melaleuca is a women's one. So
I don't think I've ever even heard of Melaleuca.
I haven't either.
don't recall it from your
No.
days.
Yeah, back in my
It's a
day.
good way to be, Alana.
Yeah,
Keep it
that's
that
right.
way.
So the report, I quote, says that prisoners are being subject to cruel, inhumane and degrading treatment because the government has allowed the state's prison system to become almost functionally broken. So we need to fix it.
So
Let's fix it.
We go straight to Fremantle Prison, open that up.
Bring it back.
Where else can we put prisoners?
But
You
what
don't-
about the tours?
the
What about the people
tours,
that pay
you know,
for the tour? Like, do we still have tours but prisoners in there now?
Oh, so you can see this is
Yeah,
where we
like,
keep
this is where we keep
the
them
murderers,
now.
the real bad
Yeah.
ones. I think we send the worst prisoners to Fremantle Prison, as long as the
But it
security
would need
is
some
okay.
work. Bit of construction.
Who cares? They're prisoners. Like,
Well, sorry,
we don't
didn't-
care what they can
what's the-
sleep on the floor
What's,
for all I care.
what's the other prison? Acacia?
Yeah, Keisha.
Yeah, didn't some bloke
Rayner.
like dig under the
Yeah.
the fence
Oh, yeah.
recently?
Did he?
He dug under and then they smuggled something in allegedly, and then now they've lost the package.
Oh, I'm going to have to note that one down for next
Yeah.
time.
Much
Some-
like selling Rottnest, who's going to Rottnest for the winter months? For 3 months of the year, could we go, all right, this is now a prison. We send everyone over there. They can work on it. So then when it comes to summertime, we've got some new, I don't know, playgrounds and stuff that the prisoners have built. And we can all enjoy Rottnest a little bit more each year.
That's a good point. That's win, right?
Is Christmas Island still taking on people seeking asylum?
Yeah.
I swear I
Why
used
is it called Christmas Island? Because in my brain, every time someone's like Christmas Island, I'm like, that sounds awesome.
happy, joy. Yeah, I thought that as a kid as well. And then you
And then you
learn
realise
what happened. But, like, it always felt as though Christmas Island was in the news headlines
Yeah.
growing up. And now I never hear of
I
it.
thought they still do have people there.
They probably do. So, I mean, we'll leave Christmas Island alone.
Yeah.
Aqua.
Where's it?
Put them behind the glass with
No,
the
I
fish.
love Aqua.
Oh, do they get scuba gear?
Yeah, they get
That
scuba
costs a
gear.
lot of
No,
money,
just-
but
They
yeah. I don't mind it. They can feed the fishes,
Yes.
literally.
They can feed the sharks.
Do they have sharks at Aqua?
Yeah, in a dome.
I mean, I'm talking for the worst prisoners.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll send
we don't want
them
to
there.
dehumanise criminals
No,
because
if
it's the
you've-
point of the judicial system. They go in there and they become better people when they come out. So we're not dehumanising them and say just
No.
get fucked up by a shark. but some crimes might deserve that.
Do we
Maybe
send,
those ones only.
Do we send them to Bunbury?
Well,
And they,
they
have
could.
to live
To the
in
pub where,
Bunbury.
and do screamo karaoke.
They
And
could.
the farting lady is also there 24/7.
The
Just
prison.
hotbox them.
The prison is just Victoria Street. They just stand there because no one's coming near them. There's no one there.
We can build a fence around. I love Bunbury, by the way, but we can build a fence around that and keep them there.
We did talk about the James Street Northbridge redevelopment in our sort of couple pilots that we've had, which we'll release some highlights and clips from. And we did say that James Street could just be turned into a cell because half of the people getting arrested are coming from Northbridge on a
Yeah.
Saturday anyway.
Where's James Street?
It must be good question.
It's like the main street of Northbridge.
Oh, where the
No,
But-
Paramount, all those clubs and
Mary
bars.
Street Bakery.
Not far, but like
don't know where I
in
am.
the same area.
That's one thing
Have you been to Northbridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
just
I
in the
don't know
daytime.
any. The only place I know how to get is to work, to Frio, to probably my old school and home.
Yeah, James Street, Main Street, Northbridge, and it is just. I haven't been there in years, but it does feel like a prison when you're there because you're watching your back, going, "Who is about to stab me?"
Maybe it's good I haven't been there. Right.
So we've narrowed it down. Freo is getting reopened. Rottnest gets used. Aqua gets used
Hang on, Rottnest was just for 3 months because we
3
want it
months
for
of
the
the
rest.
year?
Yeah,
during the winter.
and they're working hard. Like I don't want to see prisoners enjoying Rottnest. If I see that shit,
Just going
On the
just going to
segways.
Northbridge.
yeah,
Segway
enjoy
tour.
fishing and skiing and stuff around Rottnest. I will be pissed. Make them work hard so we can enjoy the spoils once summer rolls around.
Yes. There you go. Well, there we go. We'll pass that
And
on to
Bunbury.
what's his name, Paul Papalia. He's in trouble at the moment. The Minister for Corrective Services. They're saying, "Step down, Mr. Minister." Well, now that he's listened to this, he's going to be safe.
He's got the ideas.
He's got plenty of ideas. Seb, you mentioned something. This one's big. Everyone will already know about this, of course. The black-headed seagulls in Geraldton.
Here's a reason to go to Geraldton. Black-headed seagulls. I was surprised when I heard about this during the week. This is the first time in 35 years that people can now go see black-headed seagulls in Geraldton. One's made its
I
way
thought
over.
it was just one.
Yeah, it's one.
One
one from the
seagull.
East Coast that's come over. Will he breed with a normal white-headed seagull, and will it be now a grey-headed
Grey-headed.
seagull? And will that be even rarer? But people are now flocking to Geraldton to see this one seagull, which feels pretty common to me. But it's got a black head, and it's come from the East, which I don't like.
Something wrong with
Send him
that guy.
back.
Neither does Pauline, but that's just because the black-headed seagull is.
Yeah, I think there's only been 8 or to 10 of them in existence or something.
In our time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I saw an article. I don't know if they called the people that go and watch the birds twitchers,
Yeah, they do.
but because I read it and I was like, oh, are they like twitching out? Like I thought it was referring to
Why does Twitcher relate to bird watching? I know they are bird watchers, but
twitchers are.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
Twitchers are bird watchers. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Twitches.
You were
I thought it
twitching
was
a lot after that concussion.
Yeah,
actually.
I thought it meant they're wigging out.
No,
What is a twitcher?
A twitcher is a bird watcher.
That's another name for a bird
Yes.
watcher.
Yeah, I didn't know
Why
that.
they need a name for a bird watcher? Not sure.
It's a twitcher. I like that. It makes them feel like it's a community-orientated thing. The bird watching community.
Would you
we're all
like to be called a
twitchers.
twitcher?
Would I like to
Because
be
I don't
called
know
a...
if I would.
I feel like a twitch is a stealer, like a thief almost. Like that's what I'd put it down to, but it doesn't correlate between bird watching.
No. You a big bird watcher? I love boats. I love watching boats.
Aussie the
You
Eagle.
just sit at Gauge Roads and just look at boats. Massive
Yeah.
boat guy.
You are?
Yeah, huge
At
boat guy.
Gauge?
Gauge
Just-
Roads.
Just Gauge. Not there
Well, it's
for
just the
anything
best
else.
viewing. It's just the best viewing.
You do get some
With
nice
bees.
boats through there.
There's some big boats.
Up the river, there's a fair few. I was more of a boat watcher after I got a boat. Clearly,
This is true. You can
What's
see
your
them.
favourite boat? That's not yours. No, you
That's
can't
not
say
mine.
yours.
Once I was in the market to buy a boat with mates, I just had these mega boats coming up on my marketplace suggested. All of those boats were my favourite. You could live on them.
What, like a big yacht?
They're massive yachts.
Mega yacht.
Yeah, they've got pianos in them and
Millions
stuff, like
of
grand
dollars.
pianos. Millions of dollars.
It's one of the great websites. It's
Are you
called.
looking up the...
It's called Marine Traffic, and then if you sit at Gauge,
It's like Flight Watch.
yeah.
Do you go on this while at Gauge?
Oh yeah.
you
See
see
what
what
boats-
boats
And then you
come
see
in.
what boats, or you might even just be sitting at the beach and you're just looking out and there's the massive boats out. They're going past Rottnest, and you might just think, I wonder where that boat's going.
This is
But
weird.
does it tell you what's in them?
Does it tell you what's
Like, it's like, oh, this is-
specifically?
What's on it, where
Well,
it's come
Yeah.
from?
Well, the ones coming here is
Like,
generally
the
like,
socks are
there's
coming into
3,500 kilograms of methamphetamine, 200
Don't
rolls of
intercept
coke.
this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Alana's
Right.
3 kilos of stuff from Temu.
So
Excuse me. I don't use Timu.
What's that one parked up there? That
Except for
green
my
one?
socks.
just Ali and
Yeah, just the other ones.
So if you're at Gauge right now, you might think, wow, what's
Oh.
this?
That.
This is from Japan. It's the Firmament Ace.
It's not from Singapore?
It's come from Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's a Japanese
What's
boat.
in it? You don't know.
A lot.
I feel like that they wouldn't
What
state
if we
that.
put the prisoners to work on the boats?
That is
Or
a
just
great
put them on the
point.
boats if there's space. They're not
To
going
do
to
what?
work on them. They're not going to work on it. Just
To go where?
not take up
But
space.
we're trying to rehabilitate.
Elsewhere.
Yeah, we just don't want them here.
No, but put them on the shipping containers and lift the boxes up.
What if they steal your
Sea
Temu
containers.
package?
50 prisoners v 1 shipping container. Can it be done? We'll never know.
We'll never know. Okay. We need to just touch on sport.
That's me going, see ya.
No, okay. I'm gonna
I like
get you back.
sports.
So Marcus Herbert is debuting for the Eagles. It's
That guy. Okay, no, I do know this bloke.
Yeah.
He is 23.
Is he that young, is he?
and he
That's my guess.
is jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seb, it's over.
It's over for blokes like you and I. But
Because Harley, when he was like a little young bloke,
Yes.
tiny, and then I saw a photo of this guy. I was like, what the?
yeah,
what
he's
the fuck?
massive because he's a mature age.
Pick
Pick
So
up.
mature age is you're not you're 23 or something.
Not 18,
I think he's-
19. Mature age
But
is
why
sort of
has
20
he? I'd excuse my ignorance, but
Yeah.
why has he taken so long to debut? Has he been with the Eagles for a while?
He was at Geelong. He won Geelong's VFL BNF last year. I don't know. I guess it's one of those. It's weird these mid seasons. You always go, well, why haven't they been picked up earlier? But then some of them, like Tom McCarthy, just slot straight in. And
It can be injury, later development for some players as well. I'm
okay.
still waiting on my development to hit, so I'll be about a 30-year-old draftee soon, I'd imagine.
maybe
But
even just commitment.
commitment
Like
issues.
some of these.
Yeah, exactly. You turn 18.
My commitment issues is why I've not won 2 Brownlow medalists.
You turn 18. What are you doing? You're on the piss
You've
every
got
weekend.
time.
Still got time?
Yeah.
You just back me in?
Yeah, back you in.
All right. I'll be playing
You
with
love sports.
I do. Well, you know what? That's going on my AFL resume. I'm going to go to the draft combine and they're going to say, all right, why are we picking you up?
Yeah.
Your draft combine stats are shit.
You can't kick.
You can't kick. You can't
Keep getting
mark.
concussed.
You keep getting concussed. Your agility test was awful. Your vertical leap, you didn't even touch the bottom one. Why do we pick you up? I just love sports, man.
That's the spirit.
Passionate footy man.
Get him in there.
You're our man. Harvey Bulls, unfortunately, speaking of Bunbury, we were around that area over the weekend, and Harvey Bulls didn't register a goal across 3 separate grades.
It's not ideal.
0-0-0 in the Colts, 0-1-1 in the reserves, and in the league. Technically, I guess they kicked a goal because they kicked 6 straight behind, so that equals 1 6-pointer. But not a great league, or not a great weekend, I should say, for Harvey Bulls.
You can get a game, Lansey.
Yeah, there you go.
They didn't even kick a goal. Like, you'd slot straight into that team. Just say, I've got the passion.
I did play
I've got the
football
passion.
once.
You did, and you.
And there was a game we played, and it was like they were all like VAFL, whatever you call them, like
VFL?
yeah, VFL chicks. Like they were, but they'd come down to our division. They were filling in.
The Waffle W, maybe? Were they all like the state league players?
Yeah, for Victoria. And then
you're over,
sorry. Yeah, and then they all like so their whole team was just these like mega legends, and then we were like
Mega legends.
we were all like shitty C grade, like whatever. Battlers. We were little battlers, and like I don't know how to play football for the life of me, and I think it was like 120 to like a point or something. It was like it hurt.
And you tried playing for Trinity Aquinas here,
I did,
and your career ended because of an early concussion as well.
I got concussed too.
I've been thinking we're on the same slow
Yeah,
wavelength.
I know. Bro. Sometimes, what are we talking about?
Freo Flights update as well. Speaking of big weeks, Fremantle registered the biggest win. Was it ever or highest score ever?
It was the second highest score, biggest ever winning margin.
So
Winning
we're
margin.
looking at how much it's going to cost us to fly to Melbourne for the grand final.
Oh, you don't have flights?
No, neither of us have
What-
flights. We're thinking
What's
of bus
this
at the moment.
podcast doing then? Not flying over?
Oh, maybe.
We'll go.
We'll see. We'll see what we build. So in the first week of the podcast, to fly over 6 a.m. on the Thursday before the grand final, and then to fly back 6 a.m. on the Monday, it would have cost us $2,193. The second week, which was
round trip.
Yes, so there and back. This is for one ticket, by the way,
to
not
Europe.
for both of us.
Could just go to Europe.
Tickets last week were $2,408.95 following the win over Brisbane.
Okay.
Again, leaving Thursday, coming back Monday, 6 a.m. flights. I think Virgin on the way there, Qantas on the way back. In that time, Qantas put on more flights, so you think, they should come down. The price today, after a record-breaking win.
Can we guess?
Yeah,
Before
sure.
you
All
say?
right.
Okay.
After a record-breaking win against the North Melbourne Kangaroos in Bunbury, what are the ticket prices now?
You go first.
Sorry, just remind me last week's.
$2,408.95.
Okay, and then they've just ripped North Melbourne off the park.
But to be
They've got
fair-
the bye. They've got a good run. 2,550.
Yeah, so not up heaps, which I think is about right, Alana.
I'm going $3,000.
Alana, bang on.
You're kidding. You're
$3,072.95
fucking me.
for the same flights 2 weeks later.
$3,000.
I didn't check.
It's gone up $900 in 2 weeks.
Pure intuition.
That's good
Those
from you.
Freo fans are wild, yo.
You are a sports fan.
Yeah, I love
See the
sports.
colour just evaporate from my
Yeah.
face, realising that
$3,000.
I'm getting further and further away from
What if you-
remotely affording this trip.
Booked like you go just for the week. Like, is it cheaper if you went?
Yeah, of course, but we're looking at the same flights. Which
But
is,
why don't you just go earlier?
well, I'm not going to change the flights every week. We're just seeing these specific flights and seeing what Qantas
We just
and
want to see the
Virgin are doing.
trajectory.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
trajectory.
so you can go.
Yeah, you
there.
can, but
I'm trying to
not
help you
doing
afford it. You know?
We
Yeah, this
probably
week.
will. I highly doubt I'm taking those flights because it's $3,000.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
rough.
ridiculous.
No.
But we'll
and that means you
continue
have
to
to
track that.
go to Melbourne.
It can't go any higher
Victorians.
than that, right?
Yeah.
Can it go high? Oh, it can.
It probably can.
It probably will.
Can't go on like this. Oh, it can. Sebastian, you have been just having a watch the mainstream this week. We all know, is it the ABC do Media Watch?
Yep.
But we do journalism better here at Way Out West. So we've got WA Media Watch, and we just assess what the mainstream are doing.
Most radio stations will do an On This Day segment. We do one on the radio station I work at, and it essentially just highlights famous things that have happened in history on that day throughout history. So this specific radio station, WA radio station, was looking at JFK's birthday and looking back on his life. And
Well, I can only imagine it'd be a respectful
you
tribute.
can only imagine. And anyway, this is how it went down to their listeners.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy was born on this day in 1917. He died just the age of 45 in 1963, of course. Assassinated.
Pure shock.
I'm speechless.
Whoever hit the button,
I am speechless.
I would be clearing the top of your desk as we speak.
Ooh.
65 today, Melissa Etheridge.
Anyway, to be fair, I don't think they've handled it poorly. I just don't know who made the decision to play a machine gun.
But how else would you handle that? Like you obviously there's radio craft.
I feel like there's a dump button, which I've used in radio circles before, maybe. But look,
but obviously they were just
radio.
in shock because I can't even press the dump button.
Do you reckon, like, obviously we're a bit detached from the United States. Is that offensive? Like, it was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
It's obviously very insensitive.
9/11 jokes are, like, the memes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's a lot of 9/11
People take
jokes.
the piss out of 9/11
True, but
now.
then people do still hit back and say that that is...
But I feel like a lot more people do, like, 9/11 stuff.
Yeah,
still.
but then we're thinking, well, that's 25 years ago. Like, everyone, or like a lot of adults would still feel
100%.
connected. Whereas,
As they should.
So JFK died in 1963.
Have we moved on?
Have we moved on? I still think about him.
Would an American... Well, it clearly wasn't a machine gun as well. That was an extraordinary choice of gun.
Chaotic.
An SMG. But 1960, would an American be offended by hearing that? If there's any Americans listening, let us know.
Did the panel up just really hate JFK?
Maybe. Maybe he was on the other side of politics. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the best ever tributes to people who have passed away. Starting with only a few years ago now, Queen Elizabeth II. Great track.
Like the rose on Friday night.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
That's so good.
That's
like Hall of Fame worthy.
Has he changed tracks
Yeah.
or has he gone
No.
at the drop?
I think he's got the drop.
Great DJing if so.
That is an incredible
Well done.
transition.
Queen
Now,
Lizzie's dead.
I know that we laughed, but it's not insensitive because that was actually a false report as well.
Yes.
She actually hadn't even died.
Really?
It's before she died.
That man, by the way,
It was a mistake on the news report, therefore, it's perfectly fine to laugh.
that man there grew up to be Fisher, by the way. All right, and speaking of probably killing people off too early, another
speaking of murder.
great tribute.
This is Radio Caroline. We have suspended our normal programmes until further notice as a mark of respect following the passing of His Majesty King Charles III.
The national anthem was then broadcast before the station revealed it was all caused by a computer glitch.
King Charles III is clearly still alive.
When was that?
dear.
Only a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a new one.
Oh dear.
Yeah. How do you, working in media, you know that packages are made up for famous old people who, may not live to see
But they would
too
be
many more days.
deeply buried. Like you couldn't just press a button
I
and
agree.
it would play.
I agree with that. So how a computer glitch occurs where that happens, not sure. But also
someone wanted it out there.
Radio Caroline, a radio station
It's one
called
of the all-time
Caroline.
radio stations. It's in it's up there. It's in the
Radio
top.
Caroline.
It's in the top 5
Anyway,
radios.
those were some of my WA Media Watch segments for this week.
And we are going to make sure on the way out West Pod that we don't report false news.
Yeah. Never.
So, and just breaking, we've actually just topped the charts at number 1
Oh, wow.
in the Australian
Huge.
Podcast Awards. That is true.
Breaking
That is
out
true. Now,
previous rule.
we're very, very positive about our great state, but sometimes people just need a little kick. So this is needs to lift. Sometimes we just need to have a look at what's happening and just think you, as a proud West Australian, need to lift. Such as this guy in Mount Claremont, who's just beeping at a road close sign.
He's just sitting there.
Did you take this video?
Yes.
Yeah, probably can't.
There's a big panda on the back as well. Now, this is a good angle
Yeah.
just to see.
Okay.
Let's dissect this one. So there is a concrete truck right at
In
the
the middle.
end, in the middle of the road, clearly doing work. That's why they've closed the road. Would it be fair to assume he probably
I'd like
lives
to
up there?
mention the big road close sign in the centre.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's probably the major factor that makes you realise that the road's closed.
He has to live up there, right?
I would suggest so, but then, maybe they didn't put a detour sign in place, but the road happens to go 2 directions. So what he could do is turn left at these lights, then maybe do a couple rights, and then he's coming from the other side,
Right.
which might allow him to access his house.
Good
So
point.
that's residential on the left.
I think
Well,
so. It looks like it,
perhaps.
So
Or at least some point in there is probably going to be that man's house. But how would you handle that situation? I'm probably getting out and just moving the cones. Or are you
you
going all the way
can't
around?
just go in there.
Yeah, you can.
You cannot just move cones.
I would
if there's
move those cones.
You cannot.
Ronan, what would you
Are you
do? Would
kidding?
you go around and try and get to the concrete truck?
I think he's done it perfectly. I think you just sit there and just
Hope
press
someone
the
comes.
spam button on your horn until something magically happens. I think
crazy.
you would, because he was pretty safe there because he was out of the intersection. Get as close as you can, step out of the car,
Yeah.
maybe just get the attention. Hey, I actually live here. Can I just shift these, park, and you put them back?
Valid.
It's probably the best way to go about it.
But most efficient
The
way
concussed
that he
man.
thought was just going.
The concussed man has the best idea
Wow.
out of all three of us.
Yeah. I can't believe you'd move the cones.
Yeah, I'd move the cones.
But then you're a liability if you get hurt.
By getting...
By
I'm
the
putting the
big
cones back.
concrete
I'm driving in and then putting the cones back.
Yeah, but no. Because what if the concrete truck like suddenly decides to like run you over?
If my house is
Or
there
put
and I can see
concrete
my
on you.
house, I'll just say, hey, fellas, don't want to bother you. Let me just come on into my place. My place. Or do you want me to go spend at night? In...
True, but where
Bunbury.
you live,
No, they don't do any
they
development in
don't.
Balga. No. Concrete trucks would go missing if they started doing work in
Someone
Balga.
would live in the concrete truck.
by road works, it's just you're happy when the road is working, when there's nothing on it.
Mine needs to lift. Watch Port Adelaide get a win against West Coast at the weekend. I think it's pretty simple for AFL clubs, especially visiting AFL clubs, to go see the cheer squad post game. I'm going to sound like a nuffy, but just pop over, give some high fives from over the fence. But they just walked up to the 50, realised it was too far away, gave some thumbs up, gave some claps to the cheer squad who made the trip out that night. And I know I sound like a nuffy, but I just thought, come on.
It's a good point. It's a good point because there was a fair turnout as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe we've actually not addressed this though. This is a massive conflict of interest on a West Australian podcast that Seb supports a South Australian football club.
Lots of West Aussies in that Port Adelaide team.
There
though.
are.
Mitch Georgiades.
Gone next
So
year.
is that your excuse?
I don't think I can name another one. There definitely is.
Oh, there's lists of them. That's
Yeah.
Harry
Ram
rattled
is?
off.
You love WA.
Harry Ram.
Oh yeah, I
think.
can't believe I forgot him.
But
Was he
Georgiades
playing for the Harvey Bulls
I'm
on the
just
weekend?
a massive Mitch Georgiades fan, so that makes me.
Oh, well, you get to see much more of him next year when he's playing next to Jake Waterman for the Eagles. Have you been upset by anyone? No.
You today with your concussion.
Yeah, no, I do tend to upset people. Well, that's good because that means we can move on to our local legends.
Yeah, Michelle Turvey deserves a bit of recognition this week. Clearly receiving an OAM, mother of Cassius Turvey, who unfortunately was murdered a few years ago. She's been big for the advocacy of the relationship between Indigenous Australians and Australians like you and I, Fitzy and Alana as well. So she deserves a bouquet this week, clearly. Just what would be somewhat of a tough week as well. You receive an OAM, which is one of the highest honours you can be bestowed, and then also being reminded of the horror that she's been through. So
Was
well
that
done.
today? She got
it at the start of the week, I think. Yeah, all the
I didn't
OAMs.
hear anything
were.
about it in the news.
Oh,
I'm
no,
saying
she
it's
was on
rough.
a
Okay,
fair
good.
bit. I heard her interview. She speaks so well
that's
too.
good.
And onto the fuckwit of the week. Teenager who pushed elderly man in order to get he was a lollipop man, the stopping guard man. Pushed him over, stole his whistle, stole his hat.
For what? Is he going to a dress-up party?
Yeah, well, he should go as a clown because that's what I say to that man. He is the fuckwit of the week, shithead of the week, and we don't like you.
Get Menton off.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Again, to that man I say, oh, no, not that. I say, not a nice man you are. But I thought I'd come up with three people I'd rather have a beer with than the guy who decides to push over an 87-year-old elderly man. Corella DeVille, her entire motivation is kidnapping puppies to make a coat. I'd rather have a beer with her.
Okay.
Terrere, the insatiable Frenchman, an 18th century Frenchman showman with a medical condition that gave him an infinite appetite. He ate live cats, stones, snakes, and wooden corks.
Intriguing.
I'd rather have a drink with him.
Back to Corella. She doesn't strike me as a beer drinker.
Probably
Just
not.
letting you know.
But
That was the main takeout.
Sorry.
You came from that.
It's like a martini.
What did she do again? Killed
No,
dogs.
she just captured the
she
dogs.
wanted to
There was
capture
101
puppies.
Dalmatians.
I don't think she ended up doing
And from
it.
that story, you thought, geez, I didn't think she would drink beer.
It's important. Just call it a martini.
John Minton, the third man I'd rather have a beer with than this 18-year-old who has been charged. A 19th century British MP and wealthy eccentric. He once arrived at his own formal gala riding a live bear. He regularly hunted completely naked in freezing winters and famously set his own shirt on fire just to see if the shock would cure his hiccups.
Nice.
Seems like a normal dude. I'd probably rather have a beer with him than the 18-year-old
And
who
he's still
decides
alive.
to bully. No,
This
he's not.
bear bloke.
Clearly not. But
No,
if I was living
I
in
don't
that
know.
time, he's over the 18th century.
Oh, sorry. I tuned out.
You're doing well.
I was like, wow, bear riding naked, man. Like, hectic.
We didn't quite make the list. Alana and I didn't quite make the list, but we'll work on it. Now, Lanza, this is the property report now. We just have a look at some of the best and worst houses that we find on real estate websites. You've come across this absolute perler.
Yeah. It's not new. It's like it's obviously not new. It's derelict. But the listing, I think it's sold in 2024. And it's in Armadale for, I think they sold it for just shy of 400,000. No.
Right,
400,000.
That's how we're going.
It's got like no walls. and I watched the the video of the walk. And the guy's like, yeah, and the roof's like made of asbestos. Like, yeah, can't wait to buy it now.
Walls, it's clearly got one big room though.
Yeah.
One very large room.
Massive
Bit of space
room.
out the back, to be fair.
It has to be just for development. You couldn't live in that.
You'd have to knock job.
Yeah.
I think.
You'd have to. I'd probably want to take at least.
Actually, you know what? I'd love to see if it's still there.
I'd want to take it.
Oh, did you
I
map it?
want to
Oh!
show you.
You found it.
I found the redeveloped version.
Oh my god, no way! Look, did you see the price now? It's like could go for 870k.
A bit of a paint job here.
Oh,
I'd still want to dig at least a kilometre underneath, take
100%.
all of that up, and then rip it up.
that's not worth 870k.
Yeah, but look at the living room now.
It's just painted white.
So hang on,
got
did they
walls.
redo it? They knocked
Yeah,
it
look
down?
at it. No, this is it.
The
Wow,
walls
they
definitely
redid it.
help the aesthetic, I think.
Do you think they changed the roof?
Well, now it has a roof, so that's an
Yeah, but
improvement on the
like,
first
the
They
version.
would have
asbestos
had to,
roof.
right? Yeah, they've got downlights. They would have had to
The
change
floor's
the
the
roof.
same. They've painted it.
put-
Oh, kitchen.
At least 300 grand into that.
Jesus.
And so they're probably looking at a 100k profit.
It does look nice, but then you...
There'd be
it's
issues.
also-
There'd be issues.
It's still an Armadale.
1974. It was built.
If they could just move it, 20 k's to central Perth, they might get
Yeah,
a
what
mil
if
for
it was like in
Cot.
Subi?
Yeah. I'd like it if it was in Cottesloe.
And it was 4 stories and nicer.
And-
Much
That is
like
crazy.
this one I found in City Beach. Now, this one, this is our best property of the week.
Wow.
This is just like, it's a bit different, and I just like it.
I've driven past like this multiple times. I've seen this house.
Is this an MSWA house?
No.
No? Look at the fireplace.
Wow.
That is sick. I like the car at the front too, clearly.
For those just listening, I
would
don't
go
even
with
know
it.
how to
Come with
describe it. Like, how would you describe this outdoor area? It's a bit, feels
American.
American,
Does
like
feel
an
American.
Arizona sort
Yeah,
of like
Arizona.
Outback.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep, there's
Wooden
some-
panel roof, like rough brick cut around the pool.
Classy.
the
Classy,
second
classy,
best
classy.
cactus in Perth is standing right there next
Yeah.
to the pool.
Nice pool.
Like you'd walk around with like a silk robe out the
Yep.
back with a drink.
I see
by
a
the pool.
bachelor living here.
Yes.
I don't see a family living here.
Nah, it's too.
Or a nice, hot young couple.
So you're in the market for it, Seb?
Does it have a price?
Does it have
No price.
It is
Or is it
under
un-
contract.
okay.
I don't know what that
Whatever
means.
that means.
Anyone know? Should we give Danielle a call?
Yeah, go on.
How much is this one? I don't know.
Sorry, did you
I've
just see the
got
property
under
was
contract.
like the real estate company is called Zaza Property,
Zaza.
like fancy. Zaza.
Well, now I didn't know it was a fancy house
No, look,
before, but now
Zaza.
so it is. You know what? It's on. Look at the location. So just on the beach and just.
Too good for
Jeez,
us.
it just makes you wonder what we could have done if we didn't study media.
We weren't sitting behind a couple of average mics.
Nice.
Now, we're quickly running out of time. So we do like to just have a look at what's going on at our East Coast counterparts who tend to not do things.
And you were talking about some cockroaches that were smuggled.
Yes, there was 100,000 of them, and they're like these big bunter cockroaches. Like they're literally, I think some of them are the size of like your hand, and they sell on the black market for. I think the amount they seized, 100,000, was worth like 140 US, which about 200,000
Right.
Australian.
Per cockroach or
No,
in a
together.
kilo?
The, like,
per kilo.
what do they call it? Like the per kilo of cockroach. The whole thing seized was worth $200,000. for the cockroaches.
Why are you not allowed to have cockroaches?
Well, I think border security though, because they're
It'd affect our
diseases
climate.
and spreads
Yeah.
and
Probably kill some
The
of
illegal
The farmers would be
exotic
mad.
invertebrates were owned by a breeder in Bathurst.
How do you breed
See,
the
Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
How do you turn the cockroaches on to then get them to mate to make more cockroaches?
Oh, you just,
So you'd know a bit
put
about
them
that.
in their bachelor pad at 59 Oban Road in City Beach and they just go to town. I'm not sure. It's not a genre I've come across, to be honest, Seb, but
Wouldn't have that in the
Yeah.
West.
I feel like it's a good
we just have a rat virus. Mice, sorry.
nice.
There's mice everywhere.
I feel like it's a good, like, you know, oh, what are you scared of? I'm like, oh, I'm scared of Madagascan hissing cockroaches. I feel like it's a good fear.
Yeah. Heights, sharks, fear of
Specifically-
failure. Nah. Hissing cockroaches.
Cockroaches. But yeah, scary.
The weather report, it's important. Now, I came across this on Perth now. It's headlined that we're about to experience some unseasonable rainfall,
Didn't already have that?
but it's winter.
It is winter, so you.
So what counts as unseasonable?
More than usual, mate.
Oh, look at that.
Well, that was
Floods.
a couple of weeks ago. We looked at that, but
Is that part of the unseasonable?
it's rain. We're expecting rain. It's winter, but there has been. I'm over the rain already, and it's only been a week of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit depressing.
It is.
But you know what they say? It's quote of the week. The weather's never miserable, just people are.
That's true.
So we look
Who
at.
said that?
I've said it for years.
Okay.
I've been saying it forever.
They have always said that.
Wow.
If you get up and you think, geez, the clouds are grey, but I'm gonna take it on. I love the grey clouds. Just convince yourself.
When you leave the 5 o'clock work and you're
Yeah, it
met
must
with
be
just
hard.
darkness, it's just shit. Like it just puts a massive downer on the night because you think I should already be in bed, but really it's 4:30 in the afternoon. But look ahead, cloudy today, a bit of rain around as well. Becoming cloudy tomorrow. That's okay.
It'll be all right for the footy?
Good for the footy. Showers increasing Sunday, and then a shower or two, and then it finally clears up. When I think
Jesus,
of
cold.
yeah,
3 degrees.
Well, when I think of winter, I think it's just very cold.
It does tend to be colder than summer.
Like
Seb.
it's
Good
in the winter.
observation.
It is
Riveting
just very
weather
cold, but not
podcast.
that.
It's cold next week.
Nothing breaks the
but
ice
not
like
that
bringing
much
the weather
rain.
app out.
I feel like we've already had a shitload of rain for winter.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. We've had enough.
You know you've run out of content when you start talking about the weather.
Shit.
So that's why we move on to the more exciting outlook. What's going on this weekend? What are you doing on tonight? So have you got something exciting?
NBA 2K tournament. Looking forward to that. It's taken 6 weeks to plan it with my mates out in Ellenbrook. Ellenbrook's booming, by the way. There's so much going on.
What do you
over there.
mean? What makes it booming?
There's just shops everywhere, and
You
there's
could buy
just
heaps of
people
stuff.
everywhere.
That's unique.
And there's
Shop.
houses on top of houses because they're all cookie cutter homes. But
What?
there's just shitloads of people out there now.
Lanza, you going to Maddington?
No, I'm not. But I just came across this video of this chick being like, "This is crazy." It's essentially she's like obviously there's markets like Subi markets, Melville markets.
Yokine, I think there might be ones in farmers markets.
Yeah, farmers markets.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, like we're heading off to the Maddington markets with her boyfriend, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, cool, another market for me to go to."
Yeah.
And then she gets there, and it's like the most like feral thing I've ever seen. They have these big cages of shit, like
Big cages?
No, like, and then
The
they
shit's not going to go anywhere.
No, and then they just like dump.
get stolen.
They dump. I'm trying to find the video. They dump the cages on the ground in a car park.
Oh, so it's like a swap meet?
No, it's just like, just imagine you get a big box and you pour it on the ground,
Oh.
and then all these people are just like little rats, like scurrying, and they're like, "Oh, my toy," and like, and she's just standing there filming, going like, "What the fuck is
What,
going
they're like
on?"
Happy Meal toys.
I'm trying to find. I've got it. It's just like heinous. There's just like crap everywhere.
Wow.
That looks like the interior of that house we looked at.
That's
in
what I'm saying.
Armadale.
And she's like just picked up. It's just
Shit.
junk toys.
Oh no.
And afterwards, they wouldn't pick it up. It'd probably
I
just
don't
be
know,
left
but
there.
it doesn't look like like salvageable toys. Like she literally picked up a Barbie doll head that didn't have a body.
And you're like, that's good. You're coming
Like,
on with
oh,
me.
yeah.
That's
Good for the kids.
Swap meets used to be illegal. I went to the Belmont swap meet a lot, where you used to
Is
just
it similar to that?
somewhat. There's people come from their normal houses, get a good spot early on a Sunday morning,
Mm.
and then there could be stuff like a PS3 there, Wii games, and
So is it out
gym
of the
equipment.
back of the cars and stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
sort
okay.
of. Yeah,
so that's
very
like
close to
Melville
that.
markets.
But
They just you book the
You
Car
book
park.
a square, yeah.
Yeah,
So, but then it just declined, and it was just shit. It'd be like Happy Meal toys being sold for $3.
Well, I think that
and I bought all
that's
of them.
yeah, like, but that one was just dumb.
Just shit, yeah.
So I just thought I've never heard of it.
Fitzy, what are you
I'm
up
not
to?
going there.
I am trying to convince someone to come to Gage Roads with me this evening
Are you
for
going to boat
ships?
watch? Yeah.
just look at some boats. Apparently, there's a gig as well. The Vans are playing. The Vans, I think they might be from the east.
The van. Oh,
then
no.
we don't care.
What a
Sorry.
disgrace. Is it ticketed?
No, it's free.
Oh, that's good.
It's free.
Vans.
Few bands playing at
What's
Gage.
the music like?
It's like it's not like what we heard from.
My dad is hating on me.
It's not that. So
Great.
we're gonna, it's they're from
indie
New South
music.
Wales. It's some indie music. It's also just the other side of Freo, the Left Bank's up-race ski party. So you dress up in ski outfits and you go and
Oh,
go
Oh,
there
because it's so
that's
cold.
fun.
because it's cold, as you identified
I've
correctly.
identified that winter
Yes,
equals
Do they have
cold.
live music?
there will be a DJ. There might be the DJ from the Rose
Bunbury.
Hotel.
Port Adelaide great Lockie Jones was a past member.
He's a past member before he got on the list at the Power. So look, I'm going to try see if anyone most of my mates are about to jet off to Europe. So
and it's only getting colder and wetter here.
Well,
so on that positive note,
Enjoy WA.
we've had enough.
we've had enough. We're about to get out there and tan in the cold and the wet. But hopefully everyone's now caught up on everything happening in our great state. WA delivered differently on the Way Out West podcast. Seb, Alana, thank you for joining us.
Thanks
We'll be
for
back
having
next
me.
week.
On your Fitzy.
Bye.